On behalf of the Positive Foundation, aloha and welcome. On this, the 21st day of August, 1987, on the island of Maui, I have the great honor to present to you M.Merle, who will speak to us today of Väinämöinen mythology and tell us the Bock family saga. We'll take a short intermission in an hour and a half, 2 hours from now, and then after lunch break, we will open up our meeting here for questions, answers, and discussion. Much aloha. And Michelle, welcome.
Thank you. I will talk today about the Bock saga, and I will take out that part what we call from the first Bock to the last Bock. I have been doing a similar thing like this on the 3rd of March 1986 in Chapora, Goa, in India, where for the first time on video was presented this Väinämöinen mythology. This story has been coming out from 1984, when the last woman of the Bock family, Rea Bockström, died. After which it became possible for her son to talk about this saga. This saga is completely based on sound, on the sound of the root language, which is a natural language still spoken today in the south of Finland, which is based on 29 sounds where every sound has a meaning. And it is the sound who is telling this story. It is not so much me who is telling this story. It is the sound who is telling this thing, because every sound has a meaning in this root language. And this whole story is based on sound. The story as it is so far is incomplete, because it is a 20-year saga. So what we'll take out today, having access to the material as it has been laid down in the first 3 years of this story, is actually creating a basis to this whole story. And the main line of this basis we'll take out today. This whole story is coming from Carl Gustav Bockström, who is a very important man in this story. He was born in the year 1816 on the 3rd of March, and last year in this first presentation of this story happened to be his 170 years birthday. He transferred this story to his son Knut Wistur Bockström, and him and his second swan Rea Bockström transferred this story to Ior, who is the last Bock. This story tells about heathen time, and that is the time before we get the religions that we know about on this planet. And this story says there are only 3 religions on this planet: the Jewish religion, the Christian religion, and the Muslim religion, who are all based on the same book called the Torah book. All other are not religion, they are mythology. In the mythologies we talk about powers, we don't talk about God. God is one concept as has been laid down in this Torah book about 3,300 years ago. So the sound God means one completely different thing according to the sound system. So we'll first talk about the powers on which this story is based. The heathen people had 8 powers, and the first power is hell. And hell is the North Pole before the Ice Age. Before the Ice Age we had a different North Pole than we have today. This whole pole was tropical, Hell was the North Pole, from where this pole was going straight south, and this earth was turning around and around the sun in this particular fashion. This pole was tropical. Hell has as a symbol the life wheel, and the life wheel is rolling out from hell, the North Pole before the Ice Age. The symbol of hell is swastika, and swastika means the life wheel. Swastika comes from the sound svavelstikan, saltpeter stick, svavelstikan. The life wheel is constructed in the form of what we call a rasti, and a rasti is a cross like we find it in the Swiss flag, consisting of 4 equal spokes. To use this symbol, the heathen people before Ice Age used one pole tree, or as we call it today, one palm tree. And they took off the crown from this palm tree and they made an iron ring, and from this iron ring they had these 4 spokes coming out after they put back the crown on top of this tree, and on these 4 spokes they hang boats. And these boats turn in the wind and make that the life wheel goes round and round. Now in these boats they could also put saltpeter, swavel. So which make that when you light this swavel in this boat, this saltpeter, the life wheel is going around with horrible speed. And the people are dancing around this pole. This is the swastika, svavelstikan, the symbol of hell, the North Pole before Ice Age. The second power is Bock. And Bock is the oldest family on the planet. And this Bock family is representing the sun in this mythology. Bock has as a symbol a straw bock, and this straw bock originates through strålar coming from the sun, strålar meaning rays. The strålar of the sun make that the seed which is sprouting is turning into straw, and from this straw, when we take one sickle, we take this straw, and from this straw we create one straw bock, which we put under the Christmas tree on the 24th of 12th, the 24th of December. So this is the second power, Bock, represented by a straw bock coming from the strålar of the sun. The third power is E, and E is the prick of the bock. E is also totem pole, talking pole, and thinking pole. E has as a symbol the trisul. Trisul is what you in English would call trident. Trisul consists of 2 sounds, tri and sul. Tri meaning oak tree, ash tree, palm tree, and sul is the root word for sun, sul. So trisul means the sun tree. And the sun tree on this planet, as a live tree, is one ash tree, or as we call it in root language, askträdet. Ask or ash in English. The trisul is one Q, or one prick in the middle, with 2 bockhorn on the side. And this is the symbol for the E, the third power of the heathen people. The fourth power is Uden. And Uden is a ring. Uden is everything. And Uden is the sun. And according to the heathen people, the sun has always been, and the sun will always be. Uden is ever a thing. Ever means always, means again and again, and thing means nice things we have. Ever a thing is Uden. And Uden is symbolized by one snake who bites himself in his tail. one ring that the heathen people wear in the left ear.